Hi, I'm Margaret Claire. I've been channeling messages of the Divine Feminine, the Mothers, for the last 30 years. Here is today's message. It may include some sounds that are light language, toning, and dragon speak. I hope you enjoy. Let us begin by toning, remembering that the sound that sets you free is your own voice, that it's your vibration that makes the difference for everything else, and it's always with you. And so, we who come of the mothers welcome you for the courage and strength each one carries as you walk through your day, as you witness in whatever aspect of life that presents itself. You show up with the opportunity, with the gift of you to be present. So many people seem to think they do not know their purpose, but we say to you, you are living it. It is when you can be the smile or the assistance or the ear that listens or the ability to say no, to set new boundaries, to be aware of how you are intersecting, interacting with others. You have come at this time to be the heart vibration, the singular aspect of your truth. Each one has stepped forward in their trust, even more so than ever before, vibrating to it, loving it, being, knowing that you are in fact a part of the wholeness that allows healing. We bring you the rainbow serpent to work with you. See this as a vehicle for change, to move through the compacted parts of life, the old belief systems that show up, so that you can, in fact, unlayer. Each of you have been on that journey for a long time, or you would not be present today. And you have received the gift of being, of allowing, of honoring your journey. Your ability to evaluate all that is occurring, who you are in this now time, what it ought to look like, or how you ought to be. We caution you, those words of ought and should are really a part of the lexicon of judgment. You are exactly where you need to be. And even though it may feel as though it is rougher, harder, heavier at some points, there is an intentional knowing within you that also trusts. If you are stumbling over the same stone, ask why the stone is there. What are you here to teach me? Rather than trying to kick the stone or move it, stop, breathe, exhale, receive. So many times in the turmoil of life, in the push for the next thing that must be done, the next bill that must be paid, the next piece of someone else saying, you need to be here, you need to do this. Allow yourself in the deeper breath to decide. What do I want to do? What is my truest responsibility? How am I loving myself? And yes, there are responsibilities and pieces of life that must be done. However, there are different ways of approaching them, different attitudes, different spaces of breath and time. Allowing yourself to ask for the help you need. You have teams of guardians and angels, guides and masters, beings of love to surround you. Invite them in. If you need something, rather than having to go searching on the internet, perhaps ask in a different kind of way that something show up for you. Someone point out something, or you may find an easier solution, or you get directly to what you need on the internet. We are shifting the ley lines. We are shifting the energies of this expansive time. It is cracks in the surface, so to speak, that go deep to allow the exhale to come. There are many shifts and changes, pieces that you may feel have been your security. Well, as long as I have this house, as long as I have this way of being, as long as I have X amount in the bank, I'm safe. What would happen if you didn't? What would happen if everything you counted on were suddenly gone? How will you be? What can you count on within yourself? These are the tools that you have been using and building. We remind you of this from our heart placement with love. Because once you move out of the way of what you think you need for security, for safety, then you begin to discover this wider, bigger world of many different solutions, many different opportunities, many different beings who can take you into an easier breath, a letting go. As this one has stated, on so many levels in moving through this time, even when you make choices that you know are the right ones, how you feel, how you grieve, how you acknowledge the uncertainty, are all parts of this journey that can make for a very bumpy ride if you need a lot of control. Because control is what we are saying to you, surrender. The more you can be in the flow, the more then we can assist you. We can allow you to be gifted easily with the next thing and the next thing. It opens up a space within you in the co-creative process that you truly begin to manifest what your heart desires, what your heart leads you to. And it bypasses a great deal of the old angst. It is a way of being that takes some getting used to at times. And yet, the sooner you can, in the exhale, let go, the sooner we can be there to allow you in the guided flow to receive. Manifesting is such an interesting word, or so many think of it in a certain kind of physical way. And yet we say to you, part of this time is to be in such surrender of the flow that without knowing, you step into it. And we will take you where you are to manifest, where you are to have that aspect of your voice to be heard, or your heart to expand the energy of presence, or the third eye to expand the conversation in a manner of silence. Yet the impact is quite amazing. We are stressing with each one. In your physicality, note the pieces that are happening, that are frequently of this vibrational ascension energy. Pay attention and ask for guidance. There are others around you who can assist. You have your own inner knowing as well. Pay attention. It's not a test or a time to be overly anxious with a magnifying glass to see all the parts that are right or wrong, but rather to allow to be. At the same time, the rainbow serpent will begin to reveal certain beliefs, aspects that you may not actually have understood were there. Old fears, false evidence appearing real. Because fear has manifested in such a large way, it almost feels as though you must combat it. But we suggest instead that you surrender and embrace it. What are you here to show me? What message are you here to give me? How can I melt away my resistance? That instead of combating you, fear, I embrace you. I allow you to come in and be. And then there is nothing to fear, for I have accepted you. I have allowed you to be the grace that carries me. We of the mothers come to remind you of your strength, that as we stand in this time, the energy of the divine feminine and the rebalancing with the divine masculine for balance creates sovereignty. It allows each one to understand their wholeness, their presence, their love, their expansion, their readiness to receive. In this now moment, claim your power. Know who you are is being revealed in the step-by-step process of your everyday. Know you are also to be aware of each other, for it is in the gathering of like-minded energies to support each other will give you the strength, as this one has known, when the times of weakness, fear, grief, overwhelm, distract, or make the pages so blurry that you cannot see. That's when another can step in and be with you. Not to make it go away, but to allow you to sit and be accompanied in whatever is needed. You are that companion for each other. You are gift. You are divine love. You are strength. You each have a purity of soul. We are with you. We love you so. We honor joy. We are your heart. In this now time, each aspect loves. Be that love. For the more you stand in it and radiate it outward, the more powerfully it joins together with all those others radiating that peace that allows the unification and the remembrance of who we already are, one with another. Know them and us, but one, unity, loving, caring, supporting. Be in this space of time with the breath. Exhale, dear ones, and receive the breath. For you are precious in our eyes, and we remain with you. Please tone. You. So be it.